Ready for me to record?
I'm already started.
All right. Mine's
Ready?
going in 3.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Chapter 5 to our fucking D&D campaign. West March's style, Blades and Blasters foray into the D&D 5e. If you like it, go back and check out the other episodes. But even more than 5th edition, Blades and Blasters plays a plethora of other games. RP intense, creative, high production value games. So please go check them all out. This one is actually a little bit different style than we typically play. It's for lack of a better term, it's a little more gamey, but the role play and the action, the plot, nevertheless, has been awesome and intriguing. With us tonight, we have Demi playing Tarek. We have Matt playing Heidi, and back with us again, we have Aki playing Jaxus. Okay, and as this game opens up, perhaps a month has passed since our last session, and the last days of autumn are closing in fast. Overhead, the sky is no longer blue, but it's a bleak shade of gray. The birds that were flying overhead in the previous month you don't hear anymore. They've all gone south to warmer climes. And finally, many of the crops that were sown in summer by Marv Elderman have turned ready for harvest. You have a bounty of carrots and turnips and garlic and snow peas and a couple other things. And as winter closes in, more and more humanoid travelers, woodsmen, traders have slowly heard news of the Hamlet and have started to make it their home. And so what started as one little cozy den in the forest, after the felling of many trees, has turned into a very quaint and quiet village that just so happens to house some very adventuresome heroes and travelers. So as the scene opens, I'll let you guys play it off. You guys are kind of in town, and you're putting finishing touches on perhaps a tavern.
Yeah.
Go ahead there, Aki.
Oh, yeah. Jaxus has been making himself busy since the events of the exploration of the Northern Whisperwood after the slaying of Venomfang. Jaxus has taken the head of the dragon itself back to his home, put it up on a wall, quite notably, making sure that all can see the skull of the fearsome beast he slew, of course. But nonetheless, he's made himself quite busy. He has, from the river, dug a rather large moat around the hamlet, about 10 foot wide and fairly deep, using the aid of a new spell he learned. Mold Earth, I believe it is. But yeah, so that with the village, fortified to some degree, after quite a while, he's been making himself useful in fields everywhere, really, and mending, thanks to the tools brought back by Tarek and Marv and others. They've had no shortage of, much of any kind of hand tool, thanks to that. Anything that breaks is quite easily repaired within minutes. As such, he's been taking to working with Heidi now on this tavern, or tavern to be, at least. Quite happily digging the foundations with his magic, and aside from that, using the magic to do just about everything else, including cleaning and everything.
And Heidi. She's, for the past few months, as there have been groups of travelers passing by, she's of course been spreading the deeds through song and stories and other tales of what Jaxus, Terraphon Ager, and the others had accomplished. She has begun to start embellishing the story more and more, having it become them fighting against a fearsome adult dragon and a horde of spiders that followed it around, with all of them being defeated by the group fairly swiftly, though the battle did take quite a long time. And working with Jaxus, the two of them have made an endeavor to create a tavern. And finally, it has come to almost completion. She's used her wiles to convince many of the travelers and some of the other denizens of the Hamlet to assist, promising them either a song or other things to assist. Much of the time she doesn't fully come through with it, just getting them very intoxicated instead. So Heidi is fairly content about the progress they have made, and she summons up, of course, her unseen servant to do much of the chore work as she sits back on the small performing platform they have made for her as she tunes away at her viol.
Jaxus works away, kind of making sure the last of the floorboards are in proper and solid, making sure everything is as clean as it can be for our tavern, assessing the numbers of bottles and various other goods that will eventually be sold if all goes well. He heads on over to Heidi. Well then, seems everything is going quite well. I think it's nearly complete.
Heidi looks over past Jaxus, looking to where it looks like something invisible is holding a broom and sweeping back and forth, sweeping up the hay that remains. Aye, looks like we've almost completed this place. Excited to see what kind of clientele that we get and passes through.
Yes, well, if all goes well, it should be quite numerous, regardless. But, and you would notice orc here and there. He's been, well, hypnotizing isn't quite the right word, but you know the effectiveness of his magic, and occasionally the orc or goblin here and there will wander through the forest, and he will, for lack of a better term, enlist them to do some brute work, putting things together. And no one really knows what happens to them afterwards, but they do quite quickly disappear. But one kind of meanders here and there, hammering away at this and that, making sure all the tools are complete, all the chairs are properly placed, that sort of thing. I think we'll do quite well.
I think so too. You think the paladin there's gonna have a bit of a problem with your friends? Don't know if you snuck them by for the longest time, but ain't seen them come in here.
Yeah, well, it's becoming less and less of a secret. I think it's of no concern. They come by, they'll just attack everyone else anyway. Might as well make use of them, don't you think?
I'm not gonna disagree.
Well, we'll see if he disagrees with just about everything to do with this tavern, I'm sure.
I'm sure he would. And Heidi again looks over the shoulder of Jaxus to see exactly who is in the tavern.
As you look over the tavern, the afternoon turns into evening, the evening turns into night. And because of the bounty and the trade you've opened with Zabil Zabar, you have ale, you have bread, you have roast vegetables, and even some meat. Indeed, compared to several months ago, this is a feast. What's more, this is the first night that the tavern has been open, and so many of the friends and fellow adventurers you've made over the past few months kind of wander in one by one. Bertrig kind of wanders in and goes straight to some meat, and he is in deep conversation with Targus Gorgus as they discuss the finer points of grappling. Marv Elderman is even nearby. Of course, he has no shortage of food on his plate. And as you look at him, he raises a mug to you, and a drip of ale kind of goes down his cheek. Belair, Baros, and Bozerg are off into a corner. They're pored over some maps, looking at the northwestern wood and, more importantly, the southern part of the Whisperwood. It's rumored that after tonight's party, in order to supply up for the long winter, everyone except you three will be kind of heading out of town so you can finish the work on the tavern and help prepare winter with your magics. And they're going to go forage for more supplies and meet some traders upon the road. But everybody seems to be having a good time. What about Tarek? What is he up to here?
Yeah, I'll be entering right around now. Like, I'll let them settle in and have their food. It's been plaguing my mind that we managed to establish a tavern or an inn and all this debauchery that goes on before we made a temple or a church or even a shrine. So Tarek hasn't exactly been enthusiastic about this project, but he's done what he could. He procured the tools. He maybe assisted with some manual labor every now and then. This definitely isn't to his liking, though, that this is a priority of his people. But he'll walk in late at night after working. He'll look around. And, he knows that Heidi and Jax have been taking the lead on this project, so he'll approach them. It seems our home is lively. Much more than you.
Derek, how goes it?
It goes. Same as always. Another day.
Yes, but one with ale and drink and food and happy people. He kind of waves a hand out over the tavern. Things seem to be going quite our way. Don't you think, Tarek?
Well, ever since we established trade with those orcs, we've run into a lot more new faces. It's a pleasant change of pace, to say the least.
Indeed. Besides, it'll bring coin in from the travelers. We have to make it somehow. Although the adventures have been profitable, they are not necessarily sustainable, are they?
Are you looking to expand?
Are you not?
I can't say it's on my list of things to do.
Well, as far as I see it, we have an opportunity here, Tarek. We have this, village, soon to be a town, perhaps, if all goes well. We can let it languish here, and just us, take what little coin we can get and just survive. Or we can rise in splendor, surpass those around us, become better. It's the fate of things, to strive for greatness, don't you think, Tarek?
No, not at all. We still don't know much about our surroundings. We bring up too many people, too much attention drawn to ourselves. We don't know what will let it.
Yes, you do have a point there. Thus the moat. So far it seems to have been quite effective. At least it drags them to a bridge if they want in. No more people just walking into the village. At least not without being known.
Eventually we can make some walls, put it up, and if we get enough people, develop a guard, that sort of thing. Maybe some sort of, order for paladins that you can organize there, Tarek.
Yes. Does not sound disagreeable, does it?
That
What do
is
you
not
think?
my position.
You don't wish to spread the word and will of your god, Tarek?
I will spread the word, but I cannot make a paladin of another. I do not possess that power, nor desire.
Well, speak for yourself. I think it might be soon enough time for me to take an apprentice. Doing all the work myself is tiring. We'll
An
see.
apprentice? What is it that you wish to teach?
And there's that, again, as you've seen before, that sickly sweet smile on his face, the fangs dripping with green ichor. Oh, magic, of course, among other things. Sadly, there are few of the blood here. Little kin. It's a shame we had to slay the only fool one we came across.
Hey, with all the adventures coming and going, likely to find someone that you can take on.
Eventually. It's not my most pressing concern, to say the least. Hopefully this tavern does quite well, brings us some coin, some information. We'll see where it all goes. But yes, eventually, Tarek, we must expand. If we don't, then we'll remain a small little haven that no one can actually defend. With numbers come soldiers, come walls. Then we can defend. But for now, we'll have to make do with a moat and a few adventurers.
We should establish roads, make travel easier. Patrols, make sure the travelers don't get attacked at night, even during the day. There's a lot that goes into building a town.
Yes, indeed. It'll take time, indeed. We'll have to explore more, make sure our routes are secure. I think the river might be our best bet. If we can get some boats traveling along it successfully, well, we've already gotten a good supply of fish thanks to the moat. And with people bringing things in along the boats, that will be even easier. Goods will get here much, much faster traveling along the water than by taking horse and carriage or such. Or if the roads were actually good enough for that.
There's been something on my mind. We've managed to make it this far, with cooperation, but that was born out of necessity. We had nothing, we worked together to get. But eventually, we're gonna need to establish laws, rules, find common ground, central leadership, all of that.
Yes, I suppose so.
And who do you suggest for leadership there, Tarek?
It almost sounds as if you have someone an idea.
That I can't say. It's just been troubling me. I know it's necessary, but I don't know who or how we'll even go about it.
Well, Tarek, that all depends on what you wish. What future you want to see here. Think about all those little lines, those little ripples you'll cast out when you throw your stone. Because whoever you choose, whoever we choose, will affect the future of this place. Greatly. Personally, well, I think we have a few ways we could go. If we wish to be more militant, we could go with our trigger Targus. But I'm not so sure. I think perhaps Marv might be more suitable. He is affable, after all. Good-natured. People would trust him.
His good nature is a double-sided blade. It could get us into some trouble if he doesn't have the backbone to stand up for us.
Not if the right people are behind him to hold that back in place.
Either way, I think we should call a meeting soon. Discuss with the other high-important citizens. Every life is valuable, but It's plain to see that some people contribute more than others to our success, and I believe they
Indeed.
should have an equal say.
Council of some sorts, almost.
Oh, there's an idea. A council would be suitable enough, though harder to control. Disagreements could prove our undoing.
You look to control it?
I do not care too much about it, but control, as you implied, Tarek, is necessary if you wish to advance.
You should also look into establishing a militia.
Yes.
Our trade with the orcs is going well so far, but they do look down upon all other races and have aggressive tendencies.
Yes, well, we'll see how well that continues. Hopefully it goes well.
Did I ever tell you how I earned their trust?
Oh, I think I heard rumors of this story, but I don't think any specifics.
They threw me into an arena and made me fight an ogre. Alone.
Really? You haven't told me this story there, Tarek.
Sounds like quite a good time, almost.
A story to tell.
It was exhausting.
Oh, a pit, you say? Anything else that's worth noting?
The thing came back. I buried it, and then Marv and I and Bozerg, we went to the graveyard, and we fought it again.
What? Did they have a necromancer?
I don't believe it was theirs, but there was a woman. She disappeared from our sight. Marv and Bozerg were down. I was on my last leg. We were lucky to get away with our lives.
Interesting. Was she hostile to you from the outset, or did she just wish to resurrect the ogre?
She ordered the ogre and some orc she had under control to kill us. Sounds pretty aggressive to me.
Sounds as if you might have stepped on someone else's turf, Tarek.
If she's raising the undead, she has to die. It's a simple process.
I suppose you would see it like that after all. But if she is as powerful as you say, she might be quite useful to us.
I don't know what you have in mind, but I'm strongly against it.
We'll see, Tarek. It's nothing set in stone after all. If she comes at us aggressively, then she'll die like everyone else that does.
Which is why I think we need a militia of some sort, or at least a guard.
Unless I agree heartily. We do need to start training people, as I said. You may not wish to make paladins of folk, but if you instill your beliefs in some young... And you hear the kind of foot start before he catches himself. Young men and women and other influenceable youngsters, I suppose. You could train them quite well. I'm sure. Perhaps they will become paladins in their own right in time, but you can certainly make warriors out of them.
I can shape them. Basic training's essential.
Yes.
Their bodies must be strong first. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yes, indeed. Ertrig, Targus, Balaberos. I think everyone here has something to offer. I would recommend we each take up anyone who would learn from us. Apprentices almost, but not quite. Just some simple militiamen. Those that learn best from each different person will take to different skills, different trades. Inevitably, we'll each have our own corps.
Well, I'll make sure to spread the word that you're looking then.
Yes, this would be a good idea.
As I said earlier, we should inform the others. Before we
Yes.
take any drastic actions, we should have consensus.
Of course, yes. This council idea sounds suitable. For now. At least it's a way of us properly voting. Well, I think we have a plan going forward with that at least.
Aye.
Well, there is something else we have to decide, though, isn't there, Heidi?
Oh, what's that, Jaxus?
Well, named for our damned tavern.
Personally, I'm thinking the Prancing Pony.
The Prancing Pony. Why exactly that name?
Heidi thinks on it. So you lean back, take a sip of her drink. Something I got read in a story once, long time ago. Heard in a song. Sounds catchy.
I suppose. I was thinking the Red Lighthouse.
I don't think the walls are red outside, nor is it a lighthouse.
Well, you have to think about the future. After all, we are right along the river, and I must admit, if we expand properly, eventually a brothel would make even more coin than any tavern would.
Well, you'd be surprised at the brothels and what they make, but we could call it either Red Lighthouse or the River's End.
Makes it sound quite dire, doesn't it? It also doesn't help that it's in the middle of the river.
Oh, good point. What's the river's name again?
Paquin's Run.
Paquin's Run. Paquin's Rest.
Yes, that sounds quite suitable.
Aye. Well, we'll get a sign made then. Put it on the front of the door.
Lovely. Well, I think I could use a drink myself.
I make sure to dedicate some of it to the god Enkasun while you're drinking, as this is in a way his temple.
I suppose, in your way, it is your temple, huh?
Aye, it is.
Yes, as it is all of ours. There's again that sickly sweet smile as he looks out on the crowd, the many people there buying from them, all falling under the sway of their influence. A glorious day. And he raises up a mug and hands one to Heidi and hand one to Tarek, each full with ale. To a new beginning. The start of something that will never end, if all goes well.
Here, here. And she's double fisting at this point, as you'd given her another one. She finishes the first one and clangs the second one with yours and Tarek.
Jax just clanks his against and starts downing it.
Some of the commoners and the others are starting to get a little bit full on food and full of ale, and they start, a song! A song! A song! Play us a song, Bard!
Yes,
Think of our
yes.
fancies.
A lovely song from our lovely Heidi Daenerys.
Aye, aye, you got it. And she again tilts her head back and finishes her ale, some of it running down her cheeks, down her chest, and she wipes her hand, or wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, getting up and pulling out her viol. Alright. Y'all wanted a song, so I'll give you a song. And she picks up the viol and she starts to play. Oh, whiskey, you're the devil, you're leading me astray through the trees of Whisperwood down Raven Gulch's way. Your sweetness from the bleachner and spunkier than tea. Oh, whiskey, you're my darling, drunk or sober.
Here! Here, here! Another song, bard! Another song! Sing us the tale of the dragon! No! I want to hear the tale about Raven's Gulch! And tell us more about those orcs up in Zilzabar! No! I want to hear about the fall of the Empire!
Oh, we have a very long night and many songs that can be sung, so we'll get to each and every one eventually.
Then around! Buy us around!
Oh, you be buying your own rounds.
Ah, what type of an establishment is this? The bard! The bard has shallow pockets!
You say this, and yet here you are, spending your coin. After all, do you know of any tavern in the area side? Anyone as glorious as this that provides such drink and merriment? Nay, it is a fine place, and you all know this. So sing and cheer, yes? Drink until your guts spill. We've plenty.
Give me a performance check, bard.
Alright.
And give me a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage if the bard is successful with a target number of 12.
Nice.
Yup.
Yes. And your persuasion gets advantage.
Oh, nice. Didn't need it.
Very well, Jaxus. We know we're only giving you a good-natured ribbing. If Dragonborn have ribs at all.
Yes, as if you could reach them through the scales. So.
To the bard! To the bard! To the bard and the fledgling founders of the Hamlet! They all kind of raise up their glasses.
Jaxus grins once more and raises his own up. Yes, here.
And Heidi smiles, and she will continue to play through the night as long as people are there and paying.
And you should see yourself get credited some money there.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
And
Now do you want to buy everybody around for a measly 2 gold pieces?
I'll buy everyone around for in
Nice.
total 2 gold pieces, and I also do have where is it? Yeah. So
Oh, sweet.
with the performing and everything, strangers typically take a liking to you, and yeah, get recognized and stuff.
All right, I'm invoicing you
For 2.
for 2.
Does it automatically subtract?
Nope, you'll get a pop-up.
Oh.
Heidi, what is your name? Heidi Dan Ezra?
Heidi Den Ezra.
Dan Ezra.
Send me my invoice.
Make sure you get it. Here we go.
No!
No.
Didn't work. Do you have to like click my
Don't
token?
worry about it. Yeah, some sort of setup I have to do, but it's fine. Just take 2 out, and actually somebody will come up and give you guys, all 3 of you standing at the bar. That was a beautiful song if I've ever seen one. And you, Madame Heidi, are the most beautiful lass I've seen in these parts, although can't say I've seen many attractive women at all.
I really. Well, thank you very kindly. What's your name?
My name?
I.
What is his name?
I don't know. What is his name?
Tell me.
Bilgith.
Bilgith.
Bilgith?
Bilgith. Yeah, there you go.
Bilgith the Strong.
Bilgith comes up to you, and he's a man that has ruddy cheeks and a large bulbous nose. And as he leans closer to you, Heidi, he's got some summer teeth. My name's Bilgith. Bilgith the Strong from South Whispering Wood. Only came up here in August, and might I say, you've made a fine show of this place.
Yeah, that's my goal there, Bilgith. So you come from southern, the western woods. What have you heard and on there? Anything interesting?
Oh, just was the case up here last spring. Most of the woods overrun with goblins and orcs like fleas. All sorts of vile, evil creatures. There was a few pockets here and there of good folk eking out a living, but not many of us. In fact, there is one holdout that I plan to send to guide the rest of your adventurers to in the morning. And he looks over to everybody else, to Marv and Balbaros and Bozerg and Ulrich. They're all taken off in the morning to go to this area in the South Whispering Wood.
That's quite good. Well, thank you, Bilgith.
I thank you muchly. Much appreciated.
Aye, and this is for you, my lady. And he slides over to, or 4 gold pieces.
And Heidi's sitting up on the bar at this point, and she takes the gold pieces and pockets them. Of course, I thank you very much for your patronage, and would much appreciate it if you spread the word about this place. As long as I'm here, I'll always be playing every night.
Indeed, indeed.
And she smiles and reaches back underneath the bar, pulling out another cup. You see something come over, almost like a shimmer, and she hands it to the unseen servant that's been helping serve people around the bar. And she gestures over to the keg. Hey, pour me another one. Walks over to get her another drink.
There you go. Should have gotten a disbursement.
Mhm.
There we go. All right.
Yay.
Yeah, you get your drink. And the money starts to flow in from this place. And evening wears off, and everybody's going to retire. After all, the rest of the more notorious members of the Hamlet have an early morning.
And Heidi looks at Tarek and Jaxus. So we should really be planning at some point the next thing that we're building. We have to add a few things onto this here tavern, but I'm sure we need other things in the town.
Yeah.
A temple.
A temple to what exactly?
Yes, there's many things you could worship, after all.
I suppose we could have a multi-faith home of... I don't know, actually. As long as Mara is supported.
Polytheistic temple. I suppose you could see such a thing.
It's odd. I've spoken with others, and they all worship gods I'm not familiar with, but many of the domains are the same. Even Marv believes in another god of agriculture. It's strange.
Is it? We're in a time where people have very few things to rely on, and agriculture is one of those things.
What I'm
Everyone
saying is
wants-
strange is that none of the gods share a name. They're all different, and I've heard of none of them.
I suppose you have a point. It is most curious. I've met few who share my own ideas. I've met very few of my kin, let alone. Well, hopefully we'll find some more soon.
Hey, we need definitely need more Dragonborn in the city besides you. Even though you're such a exemplary member of your race. And Heidi gives a very toothy smile.
Is that what you think? I'm exemplary.
Aye, very exemplary.
I'll have you know, My family, when I was very young, were exiled from our community.
Oh, I couldn't have guessed why.
Not for the reasons you'd think. You see, my grandfather mated with a black dragon. That's why I have the horns and the tail.
Wait. And Harry looks to be kind of doing the math on that. So wait, your grandfather, let me get this perfectly straight, had sex with a dragon?
Well, you see, more powerful dragons, ancient ones in particular, can take better shapes. More humanoid ones. In this case, that of a dragonborn.
Better shapes, eh? So how thick was your mother then?
Well, she was quite sturdy, I suppose. If that's what you mean.
No, I meant in the head.
Oh. Well, I think that's quite rude of you.
Oh, I know it's quite rude of me. Waiting for you to, send it back there, Jaxus. Come on. Good-natured
What?
ribbon.
A good-natured ribbing.
Aye.
I've had to hear one from you, so...
Ooh, my. There we go.
Yes, indeed. But regardless, yes, my family, you see, held rather strict beliefs. Most dragonborn interbred with other colors quite happily, and as a result, you see rather mixed tones. But my family held a bloodline that remained ebon-skinned for ages. But even then, it began to dull. So my grandfather took it upon himself to ensure our blood stayed pure.
Blood stayed pure, huh? You can see Heidi's leaning fairly far back on the bar. She's gripping it very tightly as she looks you over. So you're saying you're inbreeding then?
No, not in particular.
Unfortunate because you kind of looked like it.
Oh my, that coming from the redhead.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, it depends. You're rowdy as ever. I think you'd take to just about anything that could fuck.
Most likely. Probably not the tin can over here. And she kicks towards Tarek.
Jaxus, what does the purity of your blood mean? Why does it matter? Why do you care about such trivial things?
At least he knows who his mother is.
Yes. Well, you see, for Dragonborn, it's a point of pride. Well, some Dragonborn. My family took to more ancient traditions, you see.
Care to elaborate?
Him and his sister have a child.
I don't think I need to elaborate quite. It's a long and boring tale, anyway. But suffice to say, some of the other Dragonborn were not too keen on it. We believed we were superior, and we were, by all means. Our blood was stronger, our scales thicker, our magic more powerful than any of them. But they knew that we had ties to black dragons, and they couldn't allow that threat to stand.
Threat? What threat?
Oh, you don't know much about dragons, do you? Well, you see, black dragons, as with many of the chromatic coat, are quite insidious. Well, in swamps most of the time. But they quite enjoy human meat, and as he smiles again, that sickly sweet smile, they're about as manipulative as it gets.
Oh, I guess you missed the boat on that one.
You are entertaining, at least, Heidi.
That's what I try to be.
Yes, well, you certainly don't have courage down, so it's good for something.
You know what? And Heidi leans forward and shakes a finger at you. You know what there, Jaxus? I just met you, a few months ago, and came into this place, right? I fell out of a
Yes.
tree, and then I found you, and then we went to fight a dragon. Of course I'm gonna run away. Do you see me? Do you think I can fight a dragon?
Oh no, I think that's quite the problem, was the disappointment.
Oh, I'm only disappointing in combat, that's what I'm gonna tell you.
Well, we'll see. At least the songs are starting to flow. I swear.
About that, I
Aye.
told you to run. I told everyone to run, but no one listened to me. What was that about?
Can't hear you through your helmet there.
I was ready to lay my life for you all, and you all just ignored me.
You can still lay your life down. I mean, there's a floor, we got some swords. Do you really want to?
What I'm saying is, I was trying to do my duty to protect, and you denied that. Not just you, I'm not mad at you. Just next time.
Do you not understand, Eric?
Understand what?
Despite all your misgivings about various things, despite everyone's different gods and different beliefs, they care about you.
Aye. I think, especially some of the others, if you know what I'm saying there, Tarek.
Marv is a trusted companion. If that's what
Oh.
you mean.
I'm referring to Marvin in this case. Very trusted, eh?
I'm sure you trust him to watch your back quite tightly.
I don't know if Tarek bathes.
What do you mean? Of course I bathe.
You don't bathe your armor, that's for sure.
You really should let me mend it some more.
These are trophies.
Oh, sounds like it's raining. Heidi looks outside.
As you look up for your conversation, indeed the drinks have flowed. It's raining outside, and you look around and the tavern has just emptied out. It's very late at night as your conversation has turned this way and that. And you look around the tavern and it is a mess. Especially where Marv Elderman was eating. Not only are there half-eaten loaves of bread, it seems like he just as much moves his food around on his plate and slops it everywhere as puts it into his mouth. On the ground, there's like mashed potatoes and like a couple smashed carrots with boot prints in them. And over where Bozerg and Valbaros were sitting, there's like 4 different ashtrays full of pipe soot. And the place is just reeks like smoke. How do you guys deal with this tavern?
Well, that's quite a mess, isn't it? It has gotten late.
Looks like, well, I'll do some work, and she sends her unseen servant to start tidying up. She looks to looks to Jackson and Tarek. Well, I've been putting in my work. I don't know about the two of you. I think you should start helping too.
Fine. And you see him start casting prestidigitation and start cleaning up various tables, relighting some of the candles that went out here and there. A few spots where there's, you do notice a few piles of vomit here and there, which he cast the spell on to make it smell quite less horrific.
You all rely on your magic too much. I'm gonna try to show off, try to clean as much as I can.
Heidi is going to also use prestidigitation, same as Jaxus, on some of the cups that she's actually drinking out of, and they have not leaving her spot on top of the bar. And she claps for Tarek as he's going around and cleaning like a man. And she's like, "Oh, good job! You're doing so good. I think you should put in some elbow grease over there and maybe over there. You're just doing so well. You're just showing Jaxus up."
Yes, I must admit it's quite fine work. Isn't
I'm
it?
also gonna use 5 points of lay on hand to cure any drunkenness I have on me, since it's a poison. Yeah,
Wait, on who?
on myself.
Oh, okay.
You know, I gotta sober up if I want to work effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jax has only ever actually had like one proper mug.
Heidi's been indulging her god and has had many.
Yeah, Jaxus ends up, by the time we've gotten very far through it, he's sitting down, casting prestidigitation here and there, keeping everything in order.
As Tarek scrubs and scrubs the floor, and as he walks past the front door, there's a sound effect, kind of like it's reminds you of that Mandalorian, and the doors just come open, and inside, just all grumpy and in a huff, walks two gnomes and a man in a pointed blue hat and a beard. My, it's bloody raining cats and dogs out there.
Well,
And
yes,
Shakes
it
his
is.
cloak out. Yeah. What? It seems I'm late to the party.
Oh,
And
no.
then some.
Party can get back started for you three gentlemen. It won't
Three
stop. Aye.
Three gentlemen indeed. And as you look outside, you see like almost picture like the seven dwarves. There's more gnomes outside that have come along with this gentleman.
Oh, well, looks like our work's not done.
Yes. Don't worry, we just cleaned a couple of tables.
Oh, very well. Might we have a seat?
Of course.
And what about the rest of me crew? Well, I suppose they're just fine outside. After all, gnomes like a harsh, wet environment.
Well, I suppose that's up to you all. What brings you here tonight? Just looking for some ale?
Oh, much more indeed. And the gentleman kind of gestures. Mind if I do? And he points to one of the tables and goes to have a seat.
Oh,
And,
of course. Go ahead.
And the gnomes watch him, and he says, I dare say it's been over 24 years since I've seen anything here on the bank of Paquin's Run. But this
Truly.
just seemed to pop up out of the forest as if its own accord. What is your name?
Ah, yes, I am Jaxus. It is my pleasure to meet you, sir. And he gives a hearty bow. What might I ask is yours?
Well, some know me as Alfred. Some know me as the Grey Traveler. Otherwise know me as Aldred of Many Waters.
Well, it's good to meet you, Aldred.
And I'm a traveler of sorts. I hail from far to the east, from beyond the Lake of the Lost Lady. And you can imagine my surprise and my delight to be traveling through the wood in a dark night in the storm and see the flickering light and merriment of a nice, cozy tavern. Yes?
Yes, well, I'm quite glad we did make the establishment then.
Aye. Well, feel free if you'd like to order any drinks. We have plenty on tap.
Indeed. And a couple more of the gnomes come in.
Yes. Would you like something warm or cold? We do have some cider we imported in.
Warm, of course. And I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Yes, of course. And Jaxus listens and keeps his attention on him as he goes over and pours a mug of cider and warms it with prestidigitation before bringing it over.
Is it
There
just
you
just you three here now? I suppose that there was many more here earlier. Perhaps it
Oh,
was
yes.
quite a mess, although you've done a dandy job of cleaning it up.
In the tavern, yes, but I must have taken to sleep.
Sleep, sleep, sleep. Yes. Funny you should take that. I dare say they would have a nice sleep after a feast such as this. Belly full of ale and belly full of meat and crusts of bread.
So you had questions, yes?
Yes. What are your plans for this Hamlet?
Well, I suppose many things. Why might I ask, though, do you inquire about this?
Oh, I have an interest in acquiring certain properties.
What do you mean by
Oh.
that exactly?
Do you mean to invest?
Oh. Invest, perhaps. But more often, I tend to take what is mine!
Oh, shite.
Jaxus kind of stands upright and looks over the man. And what exactly is it you wish to take? This place?
Oh, no.
And he just seems to fade away.
I am going to use Fairy Fire.
Got it. Do it.
All right. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. And what's your spell?
So it's going to be, what is it? DC 14 for Fairy Fire.
Nope.
All right. Well, we see an outline of where he is.
Yep, you do. And going to do a little bit of this.
Don't we all have to make it?
Oh yeah, it would be all of you, including the gnomes and everything.
Oh yeah, it's not a huge building, is it?
No.
No.
With
That
you.
deck save?
Yes, dexterity saving throw. Goal is 14. Well, you get it.
Sweet.
Yep. You guys can all see him?
Yeah, we can see that guy. And the gnomes have to make it as well.
They ain't gnomes.
Oh no.
No, they're nibbling. Jaxus doesn't know it. I know.
Damn it.
Bad boys.
Let me get you resized here.
That little shit's gonna die. Coming into my tavern. I mean our tavern.
Our tavern.
Our
He
tavern.
was kind of close to you. So yeah, sure.
Where's the I think
Oh, we have more than 1, 2, 3, 4. And that, as you cast that fairy fire, let's see. Your sight's good. Cool. You should be able to see the tavern there. Tactical. Yep.
Yep.
As you cast that fairy fire, you hear kind of sounds of rushing water outside, like almost like a tempest, as the storm starts to kind of pick up steam. All right. Roll
Initiative?
for initiative.
Alrighty.
oh no.
Yeah, some old stuff still in here. All right, Tarek, you go first.
Yeah, seeing a fight's gonna break out. Tarek's gonna rush forward and try to grab the guy.
Ooh.
Well, we did. Oh,
You
I
have.
don't
I think you
advantage.
might have advantage against him. Let me double check.
I think you do, don't you?
Any
'Cause
attack
he failed
roll.
to save.
Yeah, you
Is it
failed to
grapple?
save. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in 10-foot radius. Any attack rolls against an
Mhm.
affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
No, that's true.
Mhm.
You can't benefit.
So it's 16.
All right, let's
16
see.
grab him.
Yep. Well, let me let's do my athletics. It's probably going to be bad, but nope. Yeah, you able to grab him? Unhand me!
Come into our town and cause trouble.
Oh, I plan to cause much more than trouble. The sire of Venomfang, Lord of the East, sends his regards.
Okay, I'm gonna drag him back. You know, I can move him half my movement, so I'll take him 15 feet back.
All right.
So I grab him this way. Away from.
Ah! Unhand me, brute!
That's all I got now.
Heidi.
All right, so I guess we're gonna do the classic sleep.
Please do.
We're
Smack
gonna
'em.
cast it. Ooh, if I cast it level 2, it'll be even better.
Lovely.
It can hit friendlies, remember?
Let's see.
I think we got enough space. Just have
is
to make sure to aim it around here.
For sleeps, yes. Let me just get info.
think
Yeah,
it's what, 20?
creatures. Yeah, it is creatures, not enemies. Ooh, I hope I don't fall.
Mhm.
Thank
Just
you
do
guys.
the just show the card.
Yeah.
What's the radius?
It's only 20 feet, so
Yeah,
if you
so it
center
should
it, you're
be-
fine.
Yeah. Let's send it around them.
Oh
and
yeah,
I'll
if you
click the
drop
card.
it there, or like
Ah.
Let
right
me
up
let
on
me,
this guy, you should hit all of them, but not hit us.
Yeah,
Let
they're
me
full
Let me get
health
the card to
though.
pull up.
let me just where do you want to send it? Tell me where you want me to twig blight.
Let's see.
What I'll do is let me
Mhm.
just do this for you guys.
Yeah, we'll do it here.
Aura. And I'll say 20 feet. So like probably right there, right?
About there, yeah.
Yeah, we can't actually see the aura.
Oh, you can't see it. Let me.
I can see twig. That's it.
That would get them all though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of there.
So I think it means that it is
From lowest to highest HP.
23 plus the 9, I think. Because I did the second level. So I think
Hit
it's
points
30.
of creatures. Hit points of creatures.
Yeah. Because like casting
Higher
at a higher
level
level. So it added like an extra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be what?
32.
And it goes from lowest to highest.
Mhm.
All right. This one's 3 of them. Where's my? There's got to be a good sleep icon here.
I think there's a Z.
That's fine. I shall not search. All right, that's 3. So you're down to 29.
And. Ooh.
And this one. This one is 8, so you're down to 21. This one sleeps. Then this one is down to 11. So the cultists go to sleep.
And I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Jax's as a
Okay.
bonus
Yay.
action.
Boom. So what does it look like as these 3 cultists just...
So you see, Heidi has still has her viola out, and she just starts playing a very calming, very opposed to what's going on outside, very calming song. And you see just 3 of them just start to slowly fade off and fall asleep. She looks to Jaxus. Aye, well, there's 3 down, but you can't beat that.
Oh, she had to egg him on. Oh, man.
Of course.
Duration 1 minute.
Aye.
So what I'm gonna do?
10 rounds.
Yeah. All right, are you done, Heidi?
Aye.
All right, there's your sleep. It was I think it was the Aldred next. No, it was. What did it do?
Tarek's already went, then I went, and then it's supposed to be a cultist. It's the cultist that's asleep. And then it's Aldred.
I wonder when I put round tracking. It must reset. It must reset it when I put that on there.
Weird.
No, it's a nice little tool though. So he's asleep. Then it's Aldred. Shall I take it easy on you or not? That's the thing. Because he is grappled.
I don't know if we can do semantics.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you can't, like,
Because you have
wave
to have
his
your
hands.
hands free.
Cover his mouth next.
Gag him, blind him.
Yep. Can't do shit.
Let's see here.
Suck it, wizard.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
It's a good spell.
Doesn't need his hands.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Who's this on?
It's gonna be on you.
What does he say?
I said, unhand me, you brute, and I may let you live, and will not feed your entrails to the sire of Venom Fang, Lord of the East.
Was that Will? Wisdom save?
Let's see what this save is.
Yeah.
Will.
Wisdom.
Where do you even see that?
It's like
It's in the-
right in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. So it's
It's,
wisdom. It's going to be at. These stat blocks for the NPCs aren't the best.
It's alright.
It's 10 plus their.
Plus
It's
Casting mind.
Yeah, so it's 13.
Come on.
Will's plus 4.
Yes!
Ooh,
Yes,
made it.
Got it.
He says this to me that I only take orders from Mara.
And fear starts to enter his eyes. Jaxus.
All right. Well, luckily, grappling checks with athletics are ability checks, so I'm going to cast Hex on Aldred and declare Strength.
No! I'm so weak.
And then, yeah, Jaxus is going to, you know what? I might as well get, like, this side of him, so that if he tries to move away, I'll get an attack of op at least.
All right. Cultist is asleep. Pulling a dock over here. Colfinac is not. All right. He's going to do. He's got 2 melee attacks, but I don't think he's going to do that. He's going to do inflict wounds. So he's going to move towards Jaxus,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel on your back an icy touch, and you would take 7 damage from that.
Ooh. Does it have to hit me, or
What's that?
it's an attack, right?
It is.
What's the? Because if it's against
Wait.
touch,
So we touch 7.
Oh,
yeah,
so it's
I
it's
think
7.
touch is just off of your base with dexterity, right?
What? No.
It's a touch attack.
Yeah, but he's casting a spell, so all his casting proficiency shit.
Hmm.
He's using wisdom to roll,
cast,
right?
cast at what level?
Yeah.
+3 to hit with spell attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. It rolled properly, but it still goes up against my touch
Ace.
defense.
Yeah. Which is like
So
10.
what does it go up against then?
His AC.
It's
Well,
it's 10
touch,
plus
I think
dex. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think it's
it'd be-
just 10
it'd be-
plus
it'd be
dex for text,
15
which
then, so
is
then it would-
12
you'd
for
miss.
Jaxus.
It would miss you then.
Yeah, Jaxus dips out of the way then, yeah.
All right. Tarek, you're back up again.
I'm gonna turn him around a bit and start choking him out, like a headlock.
Yes. Stop him from talking.
Do another strength check.
And I think you're still advantage.
Got the fairy fire on him, so.
Yep.
Mhm.
Still would be.
Oh shoot! That means actually that inflict wounds does hit because he also has advantage against Jax's.
No, we all passed.
We all
Oh, you're
passed
right. You're right. I'm so sorry. I lied.
it.
Hey.
19. I got. Oh, with advantage, you would still get him.
And he has disadvantage, I think, against strength.
Oh, yeah,
Because
because
hex.
it's
Yeah,
for
so
athletics.
it
Yeah.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah, he's
So
good.
what are you trying to do exactly? Do you want to do like a melee attack on him?
No, this is a headlock.
I think he's
So he
just trying
can't
to
talk.
choke him so he
I'm
can't.
suffocating him. I'm just trying to knock him out.
Yeah.
And he can't speak now.
Okay.
So the creature can hold his breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its con mod.
Yeah. We'll have to look into that because I mean, anybody that grapples somebody can just say, "I'm choking them," and that's it. They can't talk.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's a bit tough, yeah.
Okay. So you went, and now that guy's asleep, and it's Heidi's turn.
So Heidi kind of turns, look at the cultist, and gonna use vicious mockery on him. And she just says, "Oh, usually I write songs and limericks about the fights that we have, but unfortunately for you, you're not even worth my time." So he has to make a DC 14 check.
Negative.
So he takes 2 damage, and he's at disadvantage next turn for attack rolls. And I guess she'll saunter over here.
All right. I don't think he can do anything. I guess he's
You
in
can
a
try to
headlock.
break out.
That's not even gonna work, but fine.
Yeah, he's. If he rolls really well on both of them, he might make it, but. Yeah.
He only gets
Ah,
one.
yeah.
He's
Eric
at
rolled
disadvantage.
poorly. Ugh.
Jaxus.
Alright, well, this guy over here is hurt, and Tarek seems to have a hold of the guy for now. So Jaxus will go ahead and. You want to play it safe? Yeah, let's blast the dude. I'll go in with Eldritch Blast. 12 hit?
12 would hit.
Nice. Oh, there's no necrotic there. Sorry. So it's 7 force. I don't know why it rolled the damage twice either.
Somebody, I'm trying to look up unarmed attack. There has to be something for it.
What do you mean? If he wants to punch
For
me?
grappling.
No, for grappling, if you're like slowly choking him out or something. Unarmed
I
strike.
don't think there's any rules for.
No, for suffocation, there's
Is there?
what's inflicted on him. So it's his con mod +1. It's how many rounds not pass out.
Let's just do that then. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. That makes it at least a little
Yeah,
bit
because I don't
satisfying.
think baseline D&D has any rules for grappling aside from the fact that speed becomes 0.
There's
Uh,
grappling and there's pinning for disadvantage. And then there's no, I don't know. It's how you want to play. You're the DM.
Nope. He only gets one run round. That's fine. This is not the main, so we're good.
Amazing. Oh no. Spoilers.
Jaxus, so you did that. This guy's asleep. The fanatic gets zapped here. Let me see what he can do. This is good. Kind of to his right flank, he kind of mutters some arcane words, and a spiritual weapon like a ancient sword appears out of the blue down here to Jaxus's left.
Oh shit.
And it's 13, is that it?
It does not. No, my AC is 15 thanks to my
Hey.
scales.
And as a bonus, he can do. I think he has mage armor. Does he not have it? Nope, I don't think he has it. He's done. Tarek, you're up.
You keep holding this till he's out.
He's gone.
So, oh, he is? Okay.
That's it.
I'll put him down.
Oh shit.
Snap a snap.
Oh, no, I wasn't trying to kill him. I'm just
God
unconscious.
damn.
It's okay. He's not dead.
Perfect.
My.
Was that it for my action, or?
That's it. Unless you want to do something else.
I'm good. Yeah, if I got him down, I'll lay him. I'll pull him aside so he doesn't get caught up anything that goes on. Yeah, so I'll pull him back a little bit more.
Heidi, you're up.
And Heidi points at, she puts away her viol, takes out a rapier, and points it towards the cultists that still stand. Well, if you don't want it to be more than just a stain on the floor that I have my servant mop up, I'd suggest you take the rest of the folk outside and be running. I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery again. So he's gotta do 14 save. Ooh.
Ooh, 4 whole damage. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if he saves. Nope.
No. Oh, your vicious knockery. I think I have poor self-esteem.
Yep, I'm trying to get him to get out of here.
He just kind of turns to you. No, no. My lord does not reward cowardice. I would rather die here, and my soul will burn in his breath's eternal fire.
I don't even think that you're worthy of his eternal fire, from what I've seen.
Jaxus.
Yeah, Jaxus kind of listens to what this guy says, and there's curiosity on his face, but nonetheless the guy is attacking them, and that only has one end result. As he releases another eldritch blast into the guy.
Woo.
Oh, I forgot to turn off the thing, but it's 4 force damage.
His skin starts to blister as he's close to you. And he kind of reaches for you.
Ooh.
Does a touch count as a melee attack? Probably not.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
I would say. So,
do you mean in terms of a spell or?
Secret flame. I'm just clicking on shit to see what it does because I just pulled out these NPCs half hour prior to the game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not good.
Let
If
me
it's
just
a
look.
spell, I mean, it'll have
So
whatever
touch
kind of
attack.
action it is.
Touch attack.
So if he's casting a spell, he gets one spell. But if he's making a
Unless
bunch of
it's a bonus
swings,
action.
yeah. So if it's just multi-attack, it wouldn't work with spells.
That's fine then. He just produces a dagger from beneath his belt then and stabs at the Dragonborn. You'll not take me alive. Dagger. Oh, I'm clicked on you, that's why.
Even with this
Ooh, yeah, that'll
advantage,
hit.
that sucks.
6. Alrighty. As he manages to get through my... Oh, that one doesn't, though.
That one doesn't, no.
Gets through some of my scales on one, but...
And Tarek, you're up.
Well, my work with the wizard's done for now, so I'm just gonna walk on over, try to hit him on the back.
Nice.
I would think that would hit. She gets knocked forward onto Jaxus. Oh, my head! Strange how it gave you.
What?
Oh, it popped it back up. at the
It
top for
keeps
some
like
reason.
it keeps duplicating your turn for some reason.
Yeah, it was weird.
He's asleep. Heidi.
Heidi is gonna step up and she, she's going to attack the cultist with a rapier that is now out
A stab.
with a critical.
Nice.
This is brutal.
This poor fucker.
That's a death.
You see just Heidi. She has a rapier out, and she's kind of walks up very nonchalantly, still being very intoxicated, and you see she just puts a hand on his shoulder, just says, you should have run," and slowly inserts it underneath where his heart would be, slides it up before taking it out and pushing him onto the floor. Shame.
Blood starts to pool out over the floorboards, seeping down in between it. You're going to have to clean this up.
You know, this is the worst part of this all. You have to clean.
Jax, it's your turn. From outside, you'd certainly do hear that storm picking up momentum, I should say.
Yeah, we don't have too long on the cultists. So
Crash! Like one of the windows breaks as something slams into it.
Ooh.
You got rope, you can tie him up.
Or just gut him.
Jaxus is
Murder
thinking-
unconscious people? Come on.
Should I make
Yes.
Jaxus is trying to think of whether the storm might be tied to Aldred. Should I make any kind of check on that?
Arcana?
Yeah, you can. I'll just say 12. Arcana.
Righty. I rolled 9.
Oh, but you have inspiration.
Oh, I do. You're right.
How long does that last for?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. What
That's
is
a
that?
long
D4?
time. That's a long time.
Mm-hmm. Till he uses it, and then it's gone.
It's a D4, right?
Yeah, D6.
Oh,
You can't use it on him again for a while.
it's 11.
No, it's his magics are opaque to you.
Yeah, Jaxus isn't sure, so he's gonna head over. Try to find another 10. He's gonna drag this guy over to here and kind of pile the other guys up if he can. Try and get them all kind of close together. he heads over and drags this guy over to like right there in front of him. And I think that's him for now.
All right.
It's Tarek next.
You said you draw. What? Are they
Cultist,
all together?
Cultist. Tarek, you're up.
Yeah, I just moved this one over.
Like where?
To right here.
Does anyone have rope?
No, but I think we should probably check outside before anything.
We don't want these ones waking up, striking us from behind.
I'll check outside then.
Yeah, I mean, rounds are only, what, 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't kill them or do away with them, they will wake up.
Yeah, that's what Jax is planning on doing. He's trying to drag him into a pile for some reason.
Okay, let's just put them in a pile.
Okay, yeah. So once he has him in a very tight pile, he'll kind of get like this from a good angle. Make
Yep.
sure they're all kind of on top of each other, and then he'll pop his dragon breath right into their faces.
Jesus Christ.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Perfect.
Which is where is his red weapon? 6 acid damage, and of course they can't pass because they're unconscious and not moving, as he just melts their faces with acid.
How much acid?
At 6 acid damage.
We'll just say for the coolness factor that they
It's
did.
not like they can avoid it, as he kind of just blasts acid all over them. Any that might still kind of be breathing afterwards, he rips their throats out with his claws.
This all happens within 12 seconds, mind you.
Can Heidi do the very similar, like, Arcana check to see if the wizard is the cause of this bullshit?
Yep. You can.
We'll see how I do. Nope.
His magics are opaque to you,
I
Bard.
think we should be going outside. And, she looks to Tarek.
There's like smoking bodies there, they're congealed with acid at this point.
That's absolutely disgusting. Why'd you have to do that inside?
You don't done that at all. They're unconscious.
Whatever.
That's quicker, isn't it? We needed them dealt with, I dealt with them.
And she deal with what's outside now.
Alright, so Jax just heads over to the nearest window.
And
Before we leave, I want to tie this dude up. I don't want to just leave him.
all right, you got time. You got time to do that.
Tie and gag him.
Take anything that looks like a what's that shit called? Your focus? Casting?
Yeah, spellcasting
So
focus.
it's like chains.
It's a good idea.
Shove his
I mean,
hat in his mouth.
you probably should just strip him naked and tie him up.
Yeah.
And
That fucking
investigate
wizard,
roll,
you
or
have
what do you
no
want?
idea. Jaxus would, in fact, seeing you going over there, he'd help you kind of strip the guy down and get him bound.
Let me see what you find on this guy. Individual treasure. Say. 7. All right. Roll me a 1d10.
Alrighty.
Oh, hi. Oh.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
Okay.
Tarek.
1900. He's got a coin purse on him with quite a bit of stuff on it. You don't find any precious crystals or anything like that.
1900 what?
1900 copper, 20 EP, whatever that is.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. Really, main goal is that I don't want this dude casting spells at me.
Yeah. But yeah, Jax just basically strips him down before you tie him up. Tosses his stuff into a pile over by the kegs.
Heidi will peek outside to see what the hell's going on.
If you look outside, the sky is dark, but it's kind of lit up by streaks of lightning. It shows everything in a blue light, and there are some things just swirling through the village, just tearing apart your hard work over the last few months. These thatched hamlets just get tossed into the ground by these funnels of spinning water.
Is there any? Because there was more people they said were outside. Do they look to be outside still? Outside
You
the
don't
tavern?
see anything else, no.
She looks back and calls to Jaxus and Tarek. Just kill him already.
No. We'll question him later. What's going on outside?
It's a massacre of our hard work. That's why it is. Gotta find those other fucks outside. Kill them all.
Jax just looks the guy over, and he's unconscious right now, right? But
Unconscious, restrained, and practically naked.
yeah,
Yep.
making sure that the guy is well and proper tied down. He is going to also gag his mouth. And once the guy's mouth is gagged, he's going to slap him until he wakes up.
Where am I?
Who
are you?
Yeah, his mouth is gagged. Jax just kind of drags his claws across the guy's cheek down towards his chin, pulling at his beard up close to Jax's face. There. Proper and awake, I see. Oh, don't worry. Don't tell us everything. It's just a matter of time, isn't it? After all, we have you at our mercy. And I don't think you want to die. So just do as I say. And I'll cast suggestion on him.
Alright,
Wisdom save. DC what?
I think 13. I believe.
Oops.
Oh shit! He's got such will. Jaxus feels the magic strain against him and reaches his mind into Aldred. Well, you seem quite resilient, don't you?
the roof of the establishment starts to rumble, and you hear several crashes as the chandelier's candles start to crash to the floor.
Yeah, Jaxus kind of pulls the guy over to the corner a bit tighter and speaks into his mind, opening up a pathway for speech. What exactly is happening, Aldred?
This is magic beyond your control. You can do nothing to stop it now.
And who
Your
exactly?
pitiful Hamlet will soon drown.
And who exactly is in charge of this magic?
I am, of course. I am.
Ah, I see. And Jaxus digs his claws deep into Aldred's wrist, blood pooling from it. You see, you are going to cease this spell swiftly now, or I will take your hands, Aldred, and then I will take your feet.
Heidi, can you roll me a 1d4?
Sure. 4.
From outside, there's just horrible wreckage. And if a camera was outside, 4 of the family's homes are just destroyed as these cyclones go through the village. You can
Jaxus?
see it outside the window. There's just like just Wizard of Oz style, just burst by these cyclones of water.
Are there people out there? Like, are people?
Well, yeah, it's the whole place.
I'm saying, like, do I see anyone? Like,
Yeah, so you see some commoners' bodies like flung up 100 feet into the air.
Jax just
But
digs
most
his
everybody's
paw.
asleep when this is happening, and whether they wake up or not, it's hard to tell. Perhaps they are under a spell.
Ooh. Yeah, Jax just tears into the guy. You will cease the magic now.
For that, you will have to kill me. And even then, my will is divided. For I am Aldred of Many Waters.
We will see how long you last. And Jaxus starts ripping away at the guy's skin, peeling it away from his arms, and will commence torturing him.
Is he ungagged?
Oh no, he's still gagged. But Jaxus does have the his mind open to his. As he begins ripping and tearing at the man, although making sure every bit of it is as unlethal as it gets, causing extensive pain, but not actually killing him.
He's still conscious.
Jaxus reaches into his mind once more. This pain can stop, Aldred. You just have to cease the spell.
It's clear he's not going to stop. He'd
Yeah.
rather die. But Heidi, roll another 1d4 for me.
Oh.
Don't roll a 1. Ah!
No.
As he says this, the roof is just torn off of your establishment. And in your mind, Jaxus, you just hear, it is too late for you.
Useless fool. And Jaxus pulls at the beard, places his claws underneath Aldred's chin, and rips his head clean from the neck.
So you guys look up into the night sky, and there's just rain pouring down, and you see these cyclones just going through the camp, tearing things limb from limb. Let's see. You rolled a 4 earlier, so 4 of them are destroyed.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Let's say it is these 4 houses. Let's see, rubble on the double.
Oh shit.
All right, and roll initiative.
Oh no.
Lady.
Oh no.
Oh, you know what? Let me do this.
I see my brothers down there by the bridge.
We're just
This game
watching.
acts weird when you copy when you copy and paste stuff. That's kind of strange. There you go. Oh, they both get to go first? Nope, one of them does. Alright, who's closest?
I think I would have been. If it's by the
yeah.
door,
I'll let you guys just kind of position yourselves however you want.
I was looking
You
out
have
the
to kind
window
of
and
start
the door.
inside, yeah.
Would we be over here or over?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
That's dumb.
Yeah, Jaxus would be like,
Yeah,
he
that
was
one
like
ripped it.
this way, but
This one would probably be over here
I
wreaking
think we're
havoc.
actually back here because this is where the back is. That's the door.
well, I mean, if we just went out to,
Oh, true.
Yeah.
yeah, if we're heading out, I guess we're all kind of like out here. The roof's off anyway.
That's gonna be a bitch to fix.
And then some.
Makes for good RP storytelling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sad.
All right. All right, this one goes after the paladin. 10. It's probably a miss, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you see two watery hands reach down to try to grab you, but they just try to squeeze around your waist. And instead, you're just soaking wet. And Jaxus, I believe it's your turn.
Yeah. Well, luckily I still have my hex concentrated because it was on him, and the guy just died. So I'll use a bonus to transfer it to this water weird. Declare with these ones, I guess dexterity, sure. And blast him. Nice. And this does have the full damage for 12.
So he's got the hex.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh yeah. Do the little thing.
And then we have some. Nice. All right. Jaxus, you have gone. Heidi, you're up.
I don't even know if I can really attack the thing, but I guess I'll step outside and look at the mayhem and look up to the water weird and again kind of shout at it with vicious mockery. Aye, getting a bit of rain everywhere. Don't need to moisten our soils. We do that ourselves. You shit.
Yeah, you shits it in of anything. It's a mockery.
Yeah. Wisdom save. Don't need no moistened bitches coming in here.
Moistened. He's so moistened now.
It's very moist. Eddie is disadvantaged.
Tarek.
I know not how to fight water, but by merest strength I will prevail. I'm gonna swing at it, and I'm gonna use Divine Smite on this.
How many rounds is the disadvantage or whatever?
Oh, it's until my next turn.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
10. It misses. just passes through the thing, and your weapon gets all wet. Thor.
Any ideas? Seems it's ineffective.
I can yell at it a bit.
We'll flip these two actually. The initiative got messed up.
Oh.
This other one here, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't attack you guys, but he moves on top of this, and just roll a 1d4 again.
Whoops.
I rolled 3.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. It's just for play. He destroys the building, and you see 3 commoners just thrown up into the air, and they are. You're flying through the air. One.
Oh.
They're gonna hit the ground and die unless they're saved by some magic next round.
Ha.
They're flying through the air, and this one just gets destroyed. The water wheel turns again onto the paladin. "24.
Oh wait, you said
Disadvantage.
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 18.
It still hits.
Aw.
That always happens to you, man.
God damn
It
it.
doesn't matter.
15 damage.
Oof.
And then I have to make a luck save.
And he tries to
Oh, I'm just okay.
pull you. He tries to pull you into the cyclone. This watery hand just pulls you in and start to drown you.
That's not fun.
Your escape is DC 13, so you're pulled into this thing. We'll say, okay?
Nice.
And you have the constricted condition, which is not good.
Ew. Jaxus, yeah?
Jaxus is up.
Alright, yeah. Well, used up my spells, and I don't have time to sit down and chill for a bit, so I guess I'm going to blast him. 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Nice.
9. And Heidi, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use a bonus action, I guess. Use inspiration, give it to Tarek. And let's see. The other thing I can think of doing on this thing is I can try to sleep it. Let's do it.
Remember, I'm there.
You might want to get the other one, yeah.
I definitely have lower health in
right.
this thing.
You're very right. I should do that. Yeah, I'll get
Try
that
to
one.
sleep the weird.
Can these
Tarek
sleep,
falls
though?
asleep.
I'm not sure if these
Maybe
can
she
be
doesn't know,
affected by
dude.
the sleep condition.
She might not know.
Let me see.
They are made of water.
Subtract creatures' hit points. It doesn't actually say undead creatures are immune. It is undead. I'm pretty sure.
He could
it's
have an
undead.
immunity.
I don't think he's not immune. He's not immune to it.
Sweet.
But if you don't beat its HP, it doesn't fall
Yeah, I
asleep.
imagine
So.
they have a lot.
Yeah. I'm casting at
Can
level 2.
Can you cast it again at level 2?
I can.
I don't have a single level 2 slot yet.
Woohoo.
I
What's
have
that?
2 of them.
So 28.
And what's your DC? The save?
I think, does it have a save or does it not?
There's no save.
There's no save.
So it's what, 20,
28.
18, 30.
Yeah, so if it's got less than that, or
Yep.
equal to.
It doesn't fall asleep.
Fuck. All right. Well, I've done my turn, but
Ooh.
How do you react as it doesn't fall asleep as you tried to put the waters asleep?
she's trying to kind of shout soothing words over it, but the lightning just keeps cracking.
Conceptually, just
yeah.
I'm going to shout soothing words at it until it falls asleep.
You watery tart, fall asleep.
Just the sleep you get.
Yeah,
Fuck
fucking
off.
get. I guess I'll move around to the other side of it, so maybe help out Jaxus or Tarek.
Yeah, maybe
That's it.
Tarek.
Help us, Tarek. You're our only hope.
Well,
My roll to
if
break
he
free.
succeeds the DC 13.
You do have inspiration as well.
And the commoner's about ready to hit the ground after Tarek acts.
Rip.
I was gonna go and try to catch him, but
Yeah, you're grappled. You can look helplessly on.
I'd like to break free from the grapple.
Mage Hand could probably catch one of them, but it's too late at this point.
Oh no, it can't lift more than 10 pounds.
No, you guys are such nerds.
Yeah, we are.
6, that's a fail.
Jaxus could catch one easily, but he's busy. Busy killing the big angry water weirds.
Water weird can't constrict another target. Look up drowning, so it gets tried to drown while it's grappled.
I think it's the same thing Tarek just did to the old man.
Oh yeah, suffocation
Basically.
rule.
Yeah, it would fall under
Oh no,
suffocation.
what's your,
Mhm.
so 1 plus your con mod?
Just 2.
Mhm.
So what, 1 more round and you'll go unconscious?
I've only been for 1 round.
What's your con mod?
2.
Also 3.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh my.
Gurgle, gurgle, says Tarek.
Shit. Here comes the other one.
Gonna start moving into the camp.
Yeah, fucker.
Not great.
Let's see. What's their speed? Probably 30. 0 feet, swim 60 feet. He splashes onto the ground. That's fine. I'll just move. Move to there. And it's this one's turn. He cannot constrict another target. He continues to try to drown. Tarek, Jaxus, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just keep blasting. Does 12 hit?
12 does not.
Oh my god.
Do you have inspiration still?
He doesn't. Does he?
I
Is
use
there
it.
any sort of like, I don't know, advantage because we're so like. Well, actually, no. I'm here. Never mind. He wouldn't have
It's,
anything.
yeah, it's large too.
Yeah, let's get. Yeah, that's fine. 14
Hey!
hits.
Oh, okay, cool. 8.
8.
And he's hexed. You moved it to him.
That's why it's,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
included in it. So he starts to dry out, shall we say, a little bit. Heidi, your turn.
Heidi is going to take a swipe at this thing.
You guys can aid and assist people too, by the way.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh,
Yes,
We
I
do
mean,
get
oh
advantage.
true. Can I
you
aid?
can assist his getting away, his athletics.
That
Sure.
might be a good idea.
Is that my
Yank him
full
out of there.
action or?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's an action, yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good
But
RP
we
too.
I
kinda
actually just
don't want
fight
him
it,
to
dude.
go
Let me
down.
do that.
No. I'm gonna help you because you're much stronger than me. So Heidi kind of reaches in to the cyclone and starts pulling at your armor. Hey, you're fucking heavy. And she again shouts at Jaxus, "Hey, you're not doing much. You should probably do more, you shit." And you get inspiration.
I don't, can he?
I think you can.
I thought you can only get that once per
I'll double check.
quest.
I don't know.
Look and see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Until
only
the target
used it the
finishes a
one
long
time,
rest,
so-
you can't get it.
Last time he had it, the other session, he didn't end up using it. So
Creature can wait.
The creature can only.
Oh no! Oh, one inspiration die at a time. Yeah. I
you
regain
can only have
and
one at a
expended.
time.
Yeah, but you have one creature, so I can have multiple inspirations, but only one per creature.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, so once it's spent, then
Yeah, you can do it.
so now you have an extra d6 too.
Sweet.
I'm inspiring.
It's heroism pulling me from the water. You see
Yeah.
bubbles forming as I'm praying.
Yep. No, our tavern.
Fucking Tavern.
No, my baby. Tarek, get out.
All because that stupid fucking dragon wouldn't parlay. Motherfucker.
Eric's turn.
Alright, we're gonna try to break free.
You've got help.
Nope.
You've got a whole. Do I have to make a?
I'd say
never
yeah.
mind.
Nice.
Didn't even need it.
Yep, you're good.
Definitely out now.
I'll let you attack too if you want.
Yeah.
That.
So while I was down there, I was praying to Mara to give me might. Heidi pulls at me. It fills my heart with determination. And I'm pulled from the water. I splash to the ground, but quickly turn around and swing at it with my warhand. Of course.
Oof.
A miss.
Inspiration.
Oh, wait.
Inspiration.
A D6 probably wouldn't help.
No, you're right.
Don't think so, yeah.
It's a max roll.
Might
Yeah.
want to.
Even then, probably not.
It's up to you, but yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll save that. I'll just say that when I got out, I splashed to the ground and I turned out to ready to fight. Swinging wildly. That's it for me. No, I'll thank Heidi. Thank you.
Of course.
It's this one down here, eh? Let's see.
Mhm.
Let's kill more of the. Yeah, by this point you hear crunch as all these civilians kind of get flipped away. He's moving, going to try to destroy more buildings. Not quite there yet, though. He's no longer constricting you. And you hear as he turns his attention towards Heidi and tries to waterboard her.
Oh no.
Oh no.
12.
That does not hit.
No.
Nice.
So he's just like,
Goodness, I have advantage.
yeah.
Fortunately, this is the type of thing that gets me wet.
Jax is hero.
Yeah. Time to blast it.
So I started
There we
blasting.
go. Oh, that is lovely.
Oh my god. 16 plus 7 is 23.
Yeah.
Oh, it starts to get even more dry. It's electricity just.
Yeah, unleashes a massive blast into the thing.
You hear a primal kind of scream into the rainstorm. It's Heidi's turn.
Heidi will again take a slash at the water creature.
Nice.
The past 4 rolls.
Crit.
Yeah! Amazing.
Lovely, lovely crits.
Crit happens, man. What happens, Bo?
Hang on a second. I'm trying to.
Keep me on the edge.
All right, trying to do stuff in other panes. 8 plus 9. No. But in your own mind, this is a thing of tales and songs. Give me a little bit of a limerick and a performance at 10. I'll let you have another attack.
Oh my gosh.
You need to live up to your spontaneous bardness.
It's hard to sit for this. In cyclones aplenty, we find ourselves stuck. As I slash away water, all I can say is fuck.
See, there, good enough.
Sweet, I'll do a
Give me a performance at 10.
Alright.
Not good enough, though.
I'm not gonna give it to you.
That's okay.
The water just starts to pour down you, and you see her.
like,
Shut up, woman!
I like the idea of you open your mouth this second and it just fills with water.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens.
Come on, Tarek.
You got this,
Check it
boy.
out.
Doing this one for Mara.
Yeah, dude.
17?
God.
7.
Nice.
And yeah, fuck it. I'll divine smite that one for bonus damage.
Yeah, smote it.
For an extra 16 radiant damage.
Oh no!
Nice.
What's it look like, son?
Alright, sick and tired of this fiend destroying our town. I see it attack Heidi, enraged, since I owe her a debt now. My mace glows golden, radiant, smash into the water and explodes. We all get drenched. And then I'll start running towards the other one. We'll send this quick. So 30 feet.
It's the next one's turn. And I think then we'll be to the top, right? Top of the turn order.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next one moves towards this Hamlet. Give me a D4.
Someone else roll.
I got it.
Okay. You
It's
got
gonna
it?
be a 4. Hey, no, it's not.
A single cat lady It's destroyed, but a single cat lady goes flying into the air.
Oh, which way?
There's plenty of trees to catch her there, at least.
She'll land on her feet.
Yeah, true.
When you say cat lady, is she an old cat lady or is she like a tabaxi or some shit?
Oh, it's Tabaxi.
I think he went tabaxi, yeah.
No, yeah, it's
The
Yeah,
first thing I thought of, though, was crazy cat lady, so...
She's real large, and she's in armor for some reason. Because her altitude is so high, it's close to the camera. Yeah,
Fucking shit. It's closer to the camera. Fucking hell. I'm dead.
Jaxus, you're up. You can't do anything.
I
She's
can't.
over 10 pounds.
I can't catch her, but I can get to there and blast that boy.
She has a range of like 120 feet.
Yeah, I'm fine. So I'll bonus action move my hex to it and blast it. Blast it. Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, with that critical, this is perfect.
Just keep blasting.
So good.
You blast it, and it's just like... And then suddenly, for some reason, the rain dries up and stops. From the stream, this great big thing of water comes up out of here and is pounced to destroy you. Just give me your reactions.
I want to catch a lady.
Oh shit. Yeah, Jaxus is getting ready to turn around as his magic rips into the other water weird, but seeing this massive water elemental, he prepares himself to do what needs to be done to survive.
And Heidi hurries over to Jaxus, just says, "You know how to swim, right?"
Are you joking? I grew up in a swamp. Of course I know how to swim.
Oh, good. Me
I
too.
don't think that matters, though, seeing as we're going to be running soon anyway.
This entire time towards the flying lady. You know? Hello?
Hello?
Big fucking water boy. This is bad.
Oh no.
And somebody taps you on your shoulder. Behind you, Heidi. Hi. What have we here? It's a lovely day, ain't it?
And she kind of turns back and looks down. No, we're about to die. It's not lovely.
No, you ain't. I saw your group up there near Thunder Tree. Took care of that dragon. Here, let me get away. Let me get rid of this little thunderstorm. He just waves his hand. These things go fall back into the stream. I didn't make your acquaintance then, but I do now. My name's Roydorth.
Jaxus takes in the creatures as they disperse before he turns. How?
How? Yeah, I suppose that's a tale for another time. A tale for after we get this mess cleaned up and bury these unfortunate bodies. Indeed,
Nice.
we have much to discuss. About the East, about the North, about the sire of Venomfang and the fall of the Empire.
I suppose it seems we do. But do not say that Jaxus is not grateful. He gives a bow to the man. My thanks for saving our hide. And our town. What's left of it, at least.
Oh, we can fix it later, Jax. Thank you very, very, very much.
So is this lady dead? Did I?
Yeah, she
Good
died.
question.
No, she's still up in the air. She
Yeah.
falls.
Feather fall.
Athletics at 10. Athletics at 10 to catch her.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
I got
please roll
inspiration.
that one.
Yeah, you're inspired.
Roll this fucking one. Oh,
Yeah, boy.
What does
You
it look
got
like
it.
as you catch the cat lady damsel?
So while they're having that conversation, some things going on. The last thing that happened to Derek is that water beast on the left fainted. I see the woman flung into the air. I start sprinting towards her. And I run and I jump, sort of like arms stretched forward. And she lands. I catch her and she lands on me. And I'm just thankful she's not dead. And then all this other shit happens apparently, but I was distracted.
Yeah. She looks at you and says, "My knight in shining armor." And then the
You're
session
right.
ends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.